Tail of the tape for this co-main event brought to you by Celsius. Denis Goltsov, 33 years of age. Linton Vassell is 40. Goltsov, 6'5". Vassell is listed at 6 feet 4 inches tall. You can see not much weight separates these two, 245 to 241. Vassell actually has the reach advantage over the taller Goltsov. Gary Hatley equipped with ref cam. You can take us inside the smart cage for a closer look. Denis Goltsov in the black trunks. Linton Vassell in the blue. Leg kick from Vassell to open the action. There's the jab that Randy asked for. Another leg kick from Vassell. Switches stances and a takedown attempt here from Linton.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh. Big double leg, got underneath the hips, puts Denis Goltsov on his back. Not familiar territory for the former Combat Sambo world champion.
Vassell did a great job of pulling him off the cage and landing the takedown. Sometimes when you have your opponent against a takedown, it's 2 against 1.
Randy, this is really interesting to see because we don't see people try to take the grappling game to Denis Goltsov off.
I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've seen Denis Goltsov on his back in any of the 5 seasons we've gotten to see him.
Vassell's smart for forcing him back towards the cage, putting his head against the cage, taking away his hips. Now he's looking to pass. He's already to a half guard right now.
Vassell to the half guard and right in front of his own corner. The team from Kill Cliff coaching him through this exchange. 90 seconds gone in round 1. Oleg Popov currently at the top of the table in our heavyweight standings, watching on backstage. As Vassell tries to get his right leg through the half guard of Denis Goltsov.
Goltsov better watch those toes in the cage. It's the last thing he wants.
Brett Okamoto is reporting cage side for us. What do you have, Brett?
Yeah, guys. I know that Linton Vassell's corner was already very, very proud of him even before this fight started. You know, with everything changing, with Bellator coming over and mixing in with the PFL roster, things changed for a lot of different people, and maybe no one as much as Linton Vassell. He was right there in line, next in line for a title fight against Ryan Bader in Bellator. He had to completely rework his frame of mind. His corner said that, you know, it didn't take him too long to do that. Of course, he wanted that opportunity, but he said, hey, 40 years old, I've won a championship. I'm willing to stay active. I'm willing to get back into this type of format. So they were very proud of him coming into this, and I'm sure they like this this fast start.
He almost got all the way to the mount position. Goltsov was able to explode and prevent the full mount. But once again, Linton Vassell passes to half.
I almost thought Goltsov was going to reverse him there and sweep him when he bucked his hips to get out of mount. Vassell had savvy enough balance to stay on top.
All the way to side control. Linton Vassell cross body, now using his left leg to try and isolate that right arm of Denis Goltsov and work his way into a crucifix position. And there it is. Temporarily, Goltsov able to get his right arm out of trouble. But Vassell still heavy on top.
Vassell's doing a great job of posturing right now. Before he was laying down at the underhook. Right now, he really can see his weight all the way back.
Goltsov's done a good job of tying Vassell up and not allowing him to land a very clean shot from the top.
And at times it's tiresome. You're trying to get a good shot in, and your opponent is tying your hands up and breaking your posture.
Once again, Vassell to side control. Slide the knee across and now into the full mount. Linton
Timeout.
37 seconds left in round number 1. Vassell selecting his shots carefully, going around the guard of Denis Goltsov.
There's the sweep.
Wow, good explosion, and now Goltsov pounding away on top. Landed a nice right hand and then a left.
Vassell can't get comfortable.
Choke, guillotine attempt. Oh!
5 seconds remaining in the round. Goltsov went for broke there. Round 2 ahead. Heavyweight co-main event. Linton Vassell in the blue trunks, Denis Goltsov in the black. Sean O'Connell, Tyron Woodley, Randy Couture, cage side. A very strong first round for Vassell. Both of these heavyweights some deep breaths on the stool after a heavy work rate. And now Goltsov, the aggressor, as we open round 2. Inside trip, and he's got Linton Vassell down on the mat.
Something tells me that Fedor lit a fire in between those rounds because he came out way more aggressive.
Yeah, Fedor Emelianenko in the corner of Denis Goltsov alongside Misha Sirkunov. First time we've seen Fedor in the corner of Goltsov. Big John McCarthy joining us remotely. John, it was a strong round for Linton Vassell in round 1, and now he's trying to wrestle himself out from under Denis Goltsov here in round 2, and he does successfully. Are you surprised by what we're seeing from Vassell early?
No, I'm not surprised at all. Linton Vassell's ground game as far as being in the top position, he's very difficult to deal with. He obviously won that round, but he did look tired at the end of the first round, and I think that's a problem for him coming into the second.
Well, he just wrestled himself to the top, and then he got swept, and now Denis Goltsov on top once again. Can Linton Vassell use this underhook and try and get the big Russian off of him?
I think it's great to show you a complete mixed martial artist. We're seeing Vassell showing that he can grapple, showing that he can wrestle. But when you're not used to grappling and you're not used to wrestling like that, sometimes it attacks those energy systems. So when you get back on your feet, where you're good at the striking, you may not have as much spunk as you normally have.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. You don't train that way in the training environment, then you don't have the gas to do that in the match.
Well, I was going to make the same point about Denis Goltsov, who looked more gassed after one round than we've ever seen him, because he was putting in work from the bottom position when you're not accustomed to being on your back. It's a different work rate, certainly. It drained the gas tank of Goltsov, but he came out very aggressive in round number 2, like Tyron said after that conversation in the corner. And now I think he's being a little more efficient with his energy because he's more familiar with being in this top position.
You can just see by the expression of Vassell that he's depleted his energy. This is not a place to rest and recover, though. He needs to get 2 hands on that one wrist. Reaching back is a bad move.
Spending a bunch of energy from a weak position, it's not going to help him advance or get out of this situation.
When you reach back for
got
the
a
leg,
hook. Oh, he had a hook.
when you reach back for the leg like that, he can trap that arm and start to get some free blows. You got to get 2 hands on one wrist, bring it over your head, and don't let that go until you get to your feet.
There, Vassell reaching back again, and now the right hand goes to work for Denis Goltsov. Our betting expert, Ian Parker, how did we bet this fight?
We took Denis Goltsov, who was minus 120. He's now minus 1450. So as long as he doesn't jump Gilly and miss again and stick to this position, he should be good to go. I like what you guys said. Vassell is tired. He's gassed out. He spent so much energy trying to pass guard. Right now, the body language screams it. This is Goltsov's fight to finish.
Thank you, Ian Parker.
I mean, Denis is not looking like an Ironman athlete quite either. You know what I mean? He's
I think,
breathing a little hard, too.
I think at the end of the first round, he smelled a little something in Vassell, and now, you know, with the motivation from Emelianenko, he came out strong in this second round.
You just think about this. If you're going to be breathing hard, would you rather be on top, taking the back, or would you rather be on your back? Right now, he's in a way better position.
Vassell is improving his position a little bit here.
He needs to put his back against the cage. Right now, he's going to put himself flat. He needs to put it, don't try to body lock. You can't overpower somebody if you're sitting on your butt. He needs to put his back to the cage and try to get to his feet.
Goltsov just chipping away.
We've seen Denis Goltsov finish from this exact position before. He beat Mutanchi this way.
See, that's mentally draining.
Yeah.
Wrestling, we call that getting broke.
Yep.
You thought you were about to get up, and he just delicately, polite, pulls you right back to your back.
Back over his hips and put him right back on the bottom.
Get out there.
You don't have to say delicately.
Delicately, ever so delicately, D. She said, come here, let's lay back on your back.
Referee taking a close look at this one in these final seconds of round 2. Telling Vassell to defend himself. He's reaching for that hand. Can he see the 3rd round? I think we will. Both fighters incredibly tired here.
Stop. Easy up.
A slow process as they get back to the stools. Round 3 when we return.
Last round, man. Here we go.
3rd and final frame. Linton Vassell making his PFL debut. Denis Goltsov trying to climb his way back to a championship opportunity. Good jab. A knee to follow. Goltsov leaning on Vassell. Big John, I don't want to speak out of turn, but it seems obvious that it's a round apiece at this point. Do you agree?
Absolutely obvious. Goltsov definitely won that round, and I think he's going to be in a position to win this one. I'm kind of surprised to see him go to the ground. I think being in a stand-up position might be a little bit easier on him, but he seems to be in control right now, and Vassell's just out of gas.
Vassell heaving some deep breaths from the bottom, trying to build a base back. Goltsov making him carry the weight, working with that left hand, and now the right. T-Wood, is that the right thing to do? Let him stand up?
I mean, I don't know if he should let him stand up because he's so drained, but I feel like Vassell looked on the stool like he was recovering. It's weird that both guys that spent time on the bottom, they looked fresher in the next round. It's almost like they recovered when they was wrestling on the bottom. And right now, you know, they both look a little bit tired. They both look a little gas. But we already seen what happens when you don't respond. It don't matter if it's haymakers or not. If you're not responding, the referee's right for to step in.
Gary Hadley has warned Linton Vassell a couple of times when you look through the ref cam. Wants him to fight back, wants him to try and improve this position. Intelligently defending yourself, that is one of the criteria.
I think we're close to the end here. Vassell just gave up his corner position and went flat. Arm triangle maybe. He started the arm triangle.
Maybe thought better of it, didn't have the energy to squeeze.
Yeah, probably not.
He said never mind real quick, didn't he?
And not because it was defended properly, it's just he didn't want to put the effort in at that exact moment. 3 minutes left.
Okay, boys, do something different.
Yeah, the referee's close. 3 or 4 more unanswered punches.
Flattened out like this, Linton Vassell has to build something back, or the referee's going to stop it.
That's a good start. He got to move his hips.
I mean, if I'm Goltsov on top, I've got to sense that referee's
I agree with that.
and turn it up, spend what I got left.
It's time to just throw 5 or 6 harder ones and make some grunting, give him some sound effects.
Guys, I don't think it's a lack of awareness. I think it's a lack of energy. I don't know if Denis Goltsov has much more gas right now than Linton Vassell does. Vassell has built himself back. And now to his feet, at least for the briefest of moments. Little mat return from Goltsov, who offers more right hands to the side of the head.
2 minutes, Rick, you gotta go, big dog.
With exhaustion, with a person, it would be.
There's a third guy in the cage right now.
It would be in front of us.
That's the end of the fight. Denis Goltsov pounds it out in round number 3. Andy Shepard makes it official.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Kerry Hartley calls a halt to the action at 3 minutes and 11 seconds of round number 3. Declaring your winner via TKO, Denis Goltsov.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now to the PFL MMA YouTube channel.